The message that I'm gonna bring forth today, I entitled it, I Qualified.
All right now.
All right.
A couple of Sundays ago, our pastor gave us a minister's appreciation. And he preached, and his sermon was entitled, Will You Go Where I Ask You to Go? And I sat there on the front row and I listened. And I don't have a problem going in because he was like, well, y'all go to the back part of Pappy. And I'm like, I don't have a problem going to the back part of Pappy. And I went home and I meditated on that word. And even in meditating on the word, the Spirit of the Lord spoke to me and said, yeah, you saying that now?
Come on.
But there's gonna time in your ministry where I'm gonna send you somewhere and you're gonna be like Jonah.
Come on here.
So I understand the fire in you now. He said, but the word that your pastor gave you about going, it was to sow a seed into you about saying. He said, because right now you will go where I tell you to go, but I can't get you to say what I want you to say.
My.
And it's not gonna do you any good to go where I send you if once you get there, you gonna tell the folks what you wanna tell them instead of giving them the word that came from me.
All right.
So today, I am going to give you guys the word that the Lord gave me.
All right, sister.
And the Lord gave me once again grace and mercy.
All right.
Amen.
All right.
He won't let me go with this grace and mercy.
That's it.
But according to the Spirit of the Lord, once people understand grace and mercy,
All right.
they'll be more receptive to the blessings of the Lord. Mercy is God not punishing our sins when we deserve to be punished. Grace is God blessing us in spite of the fact that we don't deserve it.
All right.
Mercy is deliverance from judgment. And grace is extending kindness to the unworthy. To put it in layman's terms, grace is God making a way for you to pay your light bill after you went to Black Friday and spent your light bill money on it.
Ah, come on.
Mercy is God not letting you sit there in the dark till your next paycheck. The definition of qualified is being entitled to a particular benefit or a privilege by fulfilling a necessary condition. So now, this will be a lesson for some of you and a reflection for others. Now I'm going to explain to you the conditions of grace. Humans, both saved and sinners, have access to grace. By grace, you have access to God. And grace is the ability for God to treat you as if your sins never existed. Grace puts you in a position to get a blessing from God. Satan envies humans because he has no access to grace. That's why when he goes to and fro to the Father, he's always reminding the Father of what this one did and what that one did and this one did. Look at them down there. Look how they living. After you gave your son for them, they doing this right here. They doing right there. Satan does that because he has no access to grace. But the very things that he is reminding God that we're doing, the grace of God covers us in all of those things. But do I qualify?
Good question.
Are you human?
Yes.
Do you make mistakes?
Yes.
Are you saved or a sinner?
Mine.
Because if you answer yes to any of those questions, yes, you qualify
All right.
for the grace and the mercies of God.
All right.
In Lamentations 3:22 and 23, it says, it is the Lord's mercies that we are not consumed,
Come on.
because his compassion fails us not. They are new every morning.
Yeah.
It's not faithfulness. You know, a lot of times we sit up and instead of reading the Bible for our very own selves, we'll remember what grandma and grandpa and uncle and cousins say. Oh, you better be careful. You gonna use up all your mercy. You ain't gonna have no mercy left for your children. Look at you running around sinning, Jason. Ain't gonna be no mercy left for little Jason. Ain't gonna be no grace left for little Jason. You gonna be to use it all up on your own life. But according to the word of God, the mercies are renewed daily. Your mercies are renewed daily.
Right.
Little Jason mercies are renewed daily. Jay mercies are renewed daily. I can't use up all Jay mercy.
Come on, come on.
But if we not careful, we gonna get caught up in somebody told us that sounded real good when we heard it, but it was a trick of the enemy.
My.
And then if we ain't careful, I'll go around and I'll tell that lie. Pastor, you done used up all Terica mercy. now ain't no grace left for Terica, Pastor. Why you do that? You was 18 when you was doing it, but here poor Terica is, she 18 and she ain't got no mercy because you done used it all up. Come on, people of God.
My Lord, sister.
It's time for us to know the word of God and to be able to benefit from the word of God.
Amen.
You qualify.
All right.
Let us therefore, Hebrews 4:16 says, let us therefore come boldly unto the throne of grace, that we may obtain mercy and find help in our time of need. Come on. We got to get this word in us. And First Timothy got to understand grace and mercy. And once First Timothy get an understanding of grace and mercy, then we got Brother Sterling here. Brother Sterling talk to everybody, y'all. I be riding out, Brother Sterling be stop and stop somebody on the street. But once Brother Sterling get the word of grace and mercy in him, Brother Sterling gonna tell everybody he know about grace and mercy.
Amen. Amen.
Once Sister Annie get the grace and mercy in her, Sister Annie everybody in Oak Grove gonna know about some grace and mercy.
Come on, your sister.
And once we get it in us and we share it with the people for long, everybody in this city gonna know about grace and mercy, and we gonna see people blessed in situations where they think they supposed to be stuck in. It's got folks stuck sick because they think they supposed to be sick because something they did.
All right.
Amen. Yes,
And they
sir.
don't know that Jesus died and grace and mercy covered them and they supposed to be healed. But they sitting somewhere sick today because they've been led to believe that that's the
why
way
you're
it's supposed to be.
My
It's
Lord,
supposed to
my
be that way.
Lord.
Well, I did thus and such when I was 13.
And I'm praying for
And
you.
now here I am paying for it now. No, grace and mercy done covered you
All
and,
right.
and brought you out of that.
All right.
All right.
But do I qualify? And when I thought about do I qualify, I was a couple of months ago, I was out of work. And then I got a job. And I met this woman in the Dollar Tree. And she said, girl, they giving out energy assistance down at the Council on Aging.
Yes.
I said, child, I got a job. I don't qualify for that. She said, well, you never know if you qualify or not if you don't do the application.
Jesus.
She said, why don't you come down and let me do your application, and instead of you just assuming you don't qualify,
Come on.
Right.
let's get this straight on whether or not we
Qualified
qualify.
or not.
Right.
Wow.
So needless to say, I went down there in the natural, did the application, and come to find out, I did qualify.
Jesus.
All right.
So we got people walking around not knowing that they qualify for grace and mercy. They ain't did the application.
Jesus.
They ain't got the return on the application
Jesus.
that they qualified. But when Brother D leave here today, he gonna go out and he gonna let somebody know that they qualify for grace and mercy because he learned it right here at 1 Timothy today.
Come
and
on.
somebody
Come
gonna
on.
get a message
All
from
right.
somebody that's here, and they gonna take it to somebody that ain't here.
Right.
And somebody gonna learn that the very thing that they didn't think they qualified for,
They qualify.
they qualified and sometimes overqualified. Let me tell y'all about overqualified. Just a little bit. I ain't gonna keep y'all long.
They gonna have this way.
I was reading in Romans about the grace and the mercies of God, and it just made my heart so light. It relieved me. God knows every parent in here. I know how we pray for our children. If you're a
Amen.
parent, you pray for
Amen.
your children.
Yes, Lord.
Amen.
Because that's what we do as parents. And Lord, the ones that ain't saved and out there doing this, that, and the other, we stay on our knees for God so much for them till our knees wore out.
Amen.
All right.
And I don't want anybody to mistake not one word of what I'm saying here. Yes, we are supposed to pray for our children.
Mm-hmm.
But right here, Romans 5:20 tells me that where sin abound, grace abound more. So while we spending all this time praying for these sinful folks, we say, God sure enough got them. Why don't we spend more time building up each other as Christians? Because it's a war out there, people.
Amen.
It's a war, and it's going to take each and every one of us, and it's going to take us understanding the power of God, and it's going to take us being able to explain to our fellow person what each and every person needs to do, what qualifies you
All
to
right.
live under grace and mercy.
Come on.
Do I qualify? Do you qualify? Yes, I qualify. Yes, you qualify. But if we're gonna live in the fact that we qualify, we're gonna have to change our mindset. We're gonna have to walk around every day believing and telling other folks that we qualify and that they qualify. And we're gonna have to be able to tell these people, and we're gonna have to back it up with scripture, because the world has programmed our people to believe things that ain't true. Let me tell y'all one of the biggest lies you ever heard. What you don't know won't hurt you. How many of y'all done heard somebody tell you what you don't know won't hurt you? And you about believe it. And then you probably done told it to somebody else too. Child, well, what you don't tell me that, don't come with me with that. What you don't know won't hurt you. I'm good. Well, according to the Bible in Hosea 4:6, it firmly says, my people are destroyed for lack of knowledge.
All right.
So not only will what you don't know will hurt you, what you don't know will kill you.
That's right.
But we have been led to believe by something so simple that we got from our grandmothers and our uncles and our aunties, and that has been programmed into our brains, and we have to reprogram our brains, and we have to believe that, no, I need to know. I need to know everything that I can know about grace and mercy.
Amen.
Grace and mercy is the thing that's going to take us to the next level, people.
All right.
And a lot of times we spend so much time with the fire and brimstone, and if we ain't realized that we ain't going to reach these people with fire and brimstone. When I first came to this church, my pastor preached about love. And he told us that we have to love one another. And we're going to win people by love, not by fire and brimstone.
Amen.
So God has given me the word of grace. And I believe, God, that the word of grace will carry on into our community, that the members that are here today will share the word of grace with people that you meet on the street, that you will allow people to know what grace is, what mercy is, contrary to what they've been taught, told, or might believe. Ain't no running out of grace, ain't no using grace up. But we need to let this city, because 1 Timothy is gonna be first on the spot. Because the folks of 1 Timothy gonna learn about some grace and mercy, because God won't let me turn it loose. Look, I wanted to come in here today and talk about the baby Jesus. I was like, it's the first Sunday in December, Lord. Let me tell the people about baby Jesus.
Yeah.
No, it's time for the people of God to become armed and dangerous.
Oh.
All right.
And as I get ready to close today, I want to end by letting you know that grace and mercy can take you places that no amount of money can take you.
Amen. Amen.
And grace and mercy can protect your children better than a bulletproof vest.
Amen.
So while you trying to arm them for the streets, when mine go out, I say, Father, your grace and your mercy, protect them and keep them in all their ways. I don't be lying, like, protect them in your ways like they are holy, cause everything they do is not a way of God. Now, I don't know about some of y'all, every time some people children might leave the house, they might leave the house holy. Mine don't. So I ask the Lord, keep, protect them, cover them with your grace and mercy in all of their ways. I don't know what they doing, but keep them.
All right.
Do we have any praise reports or prayer requests?
I got a praise report. I mean, well, I
Jerry
got a
got a praise
testimony.
report, you got a testimony, uh-oh.
He got a testimony.
I want to hear.
About I guess about a month ago, I had went to the doctor, and my sugar levels was 11.4 or something like that. My H1C level, that's what the H1C was 11. I went back to the doctor about 2 days ago, and my H1C levels are down to a 7.
Praise God.
That's good.
Do we have any prayer requests? I'm here, what you need?
I would just pray for the family that lost their mother's day.
Yeah, the white family piece.
I have a prayer request. My brother's girlfriend is sick with pneumonia, and I told her I would pray for her. So can we just, put her in our prayers?